I can give you 5 brands off the top of my head. Xiaomi, Oppo, Huawei.
I have heard of Huawei. I know that's. But another thing is, can I find a cute case on Etsy for my phone?
Probably.
I would think for Huawei, I'm sure you could.
All of them are really popular now, especially in like India and China, because they're the cheap nations. Because quantity of people there are. So after enough exposure, they have a lot of accessories you can find. As long as it's not something like it just came out, you will find stuff.
Hoping.
I think that
Guys,
I probably won't need a new phone for another year or so. This one's like
advice,
2 years old.
Ask me or Chef. I think both of us can handle it.
Yeah.
I know. I need phone advice. Did you say someone needs phone advice? I need phone advice.
Great. We're gonna save it until the end because we're gonna play D&D now.
We are live, right?
Yes.
Yes, we are alive. That is correct.
I missed every one of you.
Yes, it's been so long. I'm gonna go lurk.
Yes, it's been a very long time since we played on this channel, but
I have questions.
I would like someone else to see if they can remember everything that has transpired in the last couple of months from the last week that we played.
I will give it a go. That's okay. Yes. Right. So we were in our third trial, which was isolation. We had gone to the camp of the wolf. Correct me if I'm wrong. Am I wrong?
Sabertooth.
Sabertooth, thank you. Where we had met Dally's mother, whose name I've actually forgotten. Anyone else got that? No. This is a terrible start. I apologize, but I'm trying my best here.
I didn't bother to write down the name of a woman I don't care for.
Dally, what's your mom's name?
Can you say it again?
Bjornhild.
Oh, that makes. I remember that name. No, Bjornhild.
Okay, cool.
Well done,
Sounds
Dallan.
like a
Nice
dwarf name.
She did not recognize Dally at all.
That's true.
Left him as a pup, never looked back. Cowering. To which I and I guess Chalcedony was infatuated. But regardless of that, the entire camp decided to do some kind of raid, known to us, while we were basically babysitting the camp. Some unusual activity. While they were away, we began our watch. Seemed okay for the first couple hours. Suddenly, we all began behaving in very different to one. Some of us filled with confusion, others with anger, fear.
Is it just me, or is it cutting out for anyone else?
Just bring your mic a little bit closer.
You're speaking quietly.
Either bring your mic closer or lower your output.
You're doing the thing where you're like la 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 la.
Right. I will speak more boastfully. Right. During our watch, everything was perfectly fine for the first hour, but then suddenly, swiftly, we all began to behave in weird, erratic manner. Some indulged into anger, into paranoia. Some went into full-blown madness. This kept changing as the hours went by. Some of us regained our senses, while others delved deeper in. It went on for the entire night. When the hunting parties were finding parts of their village a little bit in disarray, we, as a group, apparently succeeded. So At this point, each one of us have returned back, which became distorted, confused, and perhaps having lingering effects. All was afflicted us. Is that good?
I am
Yeah.
blurry.
Yeah.
I didn't go into the details of what we were inflicted because there are literally 7 of us, went through about 3 stages. That's 21 inflictions. I can't remember all that.
Instead of stages of grief, it's stages of insanity.
Rob,
I remember
some of us made some saves. Did that mean one of our conditions was removed? There was one permanent and one non-permanent. So the non-permanent one
All
was
of the
that removed?
non-permanent conditions have been removed, except for breakers. And as this transition of the snowflakes begins to fade from your eyes and wrap you in a realm of snow and ice, the blizzard passes as all of you spill onto the ground, stumbling and picking yourselves up as Breker, filled eyes with golden and silver light, does what, Breker?
Oh, right. I forgot about that bit.
So what kind of happened at the end there was I fumbled the cliffhanger. So Rob's giving me graciously a chance to redeem myself. I'll just narrate what kind of happened as it stuff happened, but I'll just kind of reiterate what exactly happened. So we stumble out of the portal, and it's like the winds of winter kind of are wrapping around us, and like a fog is clearing. And amidst the fog, like everyone's kind of stumbled across the ground, but Breker is standing. And for a moment, he's just resolute and motionless. But then you notice that the light starts like burning through his eyes once more. And through like an otherworldly powerful voice, he kind of like the infidels must be quelled. As madness takes over him once more, and he walks up to Cal, who's the nearest to him on the ground, and Breker swung and attacked Cal, and then ignited a smite on the attack as well. Velen, in her quick thinking, like quickly gets up and jams her wand under Breker's plate and launches him across the room with a volley of magic missiles, and Breker kind of slumps out for a little bit before the light finally starts fading coming from under the helmet from his eyes, and the madness passes, and he kind of looks up at what he did and is silent for a moment.
Brutal.
Okay. Everyone, breathe.
Now, I'm not going to ask any one of you to think about, damn, I'm out of charges, what you've done. Because you were not you during this. Has everyone understood what I mean by that?
No.
While I understand what happens when someone takes control over your mind, there's a difference between someone taking control and you losing it. Right, Breker?
I don't think he's fine. I don't think he needs to defend himself.
Breker is
How long?
just kind of silent, but definitely nods in response to Velen's question.
I understand that, Devii, and I don't think that anyone is really to blame. But as far as people... Mesh, you need to fix your audio. It's picking up everything in the background. As far as everyone else, Breker is to be a beacon of his god. And for him to fail is to make our success more difficult. So his failure carries more weight than ours. Especially if he's to uphold his values. If he were to break his oath under such vindication as madness, we could be in terrible danger.
Why are you coming so hard on Breker?
She's
He was doing really well till the end. She's right, but she could say the same thing about anyone else. Why is she picking on you?
She just Velen folds her arms, bleeding.
I'm still invisible, FYI.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
not like you haven't judged my actions in the past.
Well, thank you for attacking the only person that's sticking up for you.
Devii, we've all had our disagreements. I think right now, my instilling is not meant to be a reprimand. It is meant to be a warning. And I think Breker understands that innately.
Alright.
We have only done 3 tests, and we don't even know what happens if and when we complete the 4th. Is that correct? Everyone? Where's Mesh? Did he die?
I'm staying quiet.
I think he's alive? I don't know. I'm sure if he's alive, he'll find us somewhere.
Side note, Rob, if you check Discord chat.
Anything that I said, what in that, if you scroll back up, anything that is from your rolls, you still have that.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll be quiet.
Dallan, it depends on how many, what you rolled on that.
9.
Was that the first check?
Yeah, I rolled 9 for the first check. Which is fine, but yeah.
Was that the saving throw?
No, that was the number of hours.
No, I think that was the 2.
No, it was 9.
What was the 2
I remember.
afterwards? Oh, I remember. It was the first, it was one of the 2. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yep, that's ours.
One sec. Right.
So, Dallan, what happens when everyone else is talking? I think that's the best way for you to take over in narrative, is maybe not what you say, but maybe how you react.
Van just runs to the nearest wall and slumps to the ground and is kind of huddled against it. Yeah, that's what happens.
These things are brutal. My poor joints can't handle the cold to begin with.
Are they meant to linger?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just the
them.
arthritis. Guess I'll just never feel my fingers ever again.
I may call that fake. Those feelings, those thoughts, real. At least they were.
Of course, we wouldn't have acted that way unless it was us. We just didn't have all the info as to what was going on. Our mind was clouded.
Some people are more susceptible to their own thoughts than others.
Duke.
We just lost all of your audio there, Goldy.
Oh my god. I'll be loud.
Just change your output threshold at the bottom, because I think it's just
Yeah.
smart removing background noise and thinking that you talking quietly is.
Okay, how's that?
Good for now.
At the moment, it's good.
Okay. All right. Right. Right now, I feel like I can trust, but I also know I can. It's extremely.
It's still cutting out.
Wow.
Extremely
It's just
what?
like the very end of when you're speaking, it starts to cut off.
Right. Do you want to try push the talk? Go there.
All right.
I'm not speaking, Rob. That's fine.
I can't hear you.
Are you
No.
talking?
Turn
Yeah,
the
I
slider
mean, he's
the other
opening
way on
his
the left,
mouth.
not on the right,
Mouth
on
is
the left.
moving. But there's no
All
sound.
right.
There you go.
Okay, okay.
Oh. Now?
Okay, now I
Yes.
can hear you.
Okay, I put it on maximum, so I hope I hope that's okay.
So far, so good.
I don't think it's a volume
Okay.
issue, but good luck.
No, the volume. I put the input sensitivity to maximum. I'm hoping that.
Oh yeah, it's not
should
cutting
help.
off anymore.
Okay.
All
All right,
Kind of,
Goldy,
your
you have the floor
upstairs out
again.
of sync or something. Or something.
Can you
Right.
say what Goldy was saying again?
I still feel like I can't trust any of you, but I know I can. It is all very confusing. I've never.
That's
had
why
this
we
kind of
just need
feeling
to
before.
sit down and take a deep breath.
Ugh.
I don't feel so good.
Let's take a moment before we go diving into that last trial, huh?
Yeah.
Can we, like...
Devii,
not
your
go into
passive
there?
perception is picking up that. What is your passive perception actually? Your total.
It
And
is
Goldie's.
15.
What's Goldie's? Goldie, are you at 16?
Passive perception. Just confirm. 16, yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Okay. I would like you guys to make sure that you check your conditions to see if any of you have a level of exhaustion right now as well. That is very important to maintain if you need to take skill checks with disadvantage for the next couple of hours.
Yep,
Okay.
that's me, Rob. Thank you for reminding that Breker's a pussy.
Oh, no.
That's me.
But Devii, your passive perception, also that means that if I ask you for your passives, you take a -5 to the penalty if you have a passive bonus and you have disadvantage. That's how that works. The
Gotcha.
Your passive perception is picking up that not only mesh missing is not just like something that is normal, but this seems to be a bit abnormal. It's almost like he's trying to hide from you. And secondly, there's something wrong with Dallan that's not to do with his mind right now.
Right. If invisibility is still up, my see invisibility is still up.
Then you can see Mesh walking around the room. It's just completely
yeah.
invisible.
Are
Yeah.
you-
I was gonna say because we casted them around the same time, so
Yeah. So only you can see where he is, but
yeah.
it's only because Mesh is very, very good at using the invisibility to his. Like, let me put it this way: there's nowhere really to hide in here.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if he gets a 30 on his stealth check. You're going to see
Right.
him in plain sight because you haven't see invisibility. He's basically trying to utilize the invisibility to not make sounds and also to kind of weave between this fog in the room that's kind of settled so that he doesn't look like he's even there.
I think I'll just keep an eye on him, make
He
sure
also has controlled
that
breathing so you don't see his breath.
I'm trying to keep an eye on everybody to make sure they're okay. I trust Mesh, so I know he's not doing anything sneaky. But I'll just be like clock him and then look at Dally and be like, okay, something's wrong. However, I hugged him and comforted him, and then he almost killed me, so I don't really want to go over and comfort him right now.
Would you like to dig deeper into what you're observing on either of them?
Yeah, Dally, I'm thinking some kind of PTSD maybe, but I'm not sure. So
So
I'd
you
like
want to look at Vanvalor then?
Yeah.
Okay, then give me an
Vanvalor.
insight check for Van. And Van, I would like you to roll a deception or persuasion, your choice. Just keep it a secret.
Oh no.
And roll that with disadvantage. But I will give you a chance to make this more difficult for Devii.
Well, I didn't roll the greatest, so knowing how you're really good at deception and stuff, you might be okay.
Am I sending it to you, Rod? Or just saying it?
Well, tell you what, why don't you tell Devii what she sees, and I'll let Devii tell the result of her check, and we'll go with that. So you know if it's pass or fail. Devii, what did you roll?
17.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. That's better.
Van is on the ground and he's tapping with his hand in an interesting rhythm on the ground and on the side of his head.
Do I recognize the rhythm? Does it sound like the drums from where we were?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Obviously, I don't know what the meaning of those drums are, but... okay. And you're doing it on the ground and on your head?
Yes.
And it looks... Does it look more like a musical tapping? It's like you're not self-harming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vanvalor, are you there, buddy?
No response.
He doesn't even flinch to your words.
Is there any way to do an insight on Mesh as well?
Yes, I'll allow that as a separate check, but you've already rolled for Van.
Right. Oh, I rolled a natural 1, but I have inspiration and I would like to use it.
Okay.
There we go. Oh, I rolled the exact same for Mesh 17.
Okay.
Mesh, I don't think you can hide what's going on right now.
Yeah, you just see a little bit of blankness, like he's trying to figure out what the hell is happening. I'm thinking you clocked before that he's lost some of his memories.
Yeah.
So it's probably a little bit of that. And besides that, he's just trying. You see him like making eye contact with individuals one at a time, and like probably guessing he's trying to get an insight on what's the spell again? The read mind spell.
Oh yeah, you're trying to read their minds.
Detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts.
Detect thoughts. Okay.
He's getting basic detect thoughts, trying to figure these things together.
I guess in that case, she'll maybe chuck like a rock across the ice at you to get your attention, and then you'll just get the "you want to talk? You okay?" thoughts in your brain.
Does it work with return? I can't speak back, right? And detect thoughts. No. I
What's
kind
that?
of give a, I kind of give a weak nod, like, and like say, weak nod and like, okay, I'll wait a bit.
Okay.
You guys can hear a walrus sliding around the room next to you.
I'm gonna walk over to Dally.
Dally's not in this game, Cari.
Or Vanvalor.
Thank you.
It's been a minute.
And I'm going to like try to like make like get eye contact or something. Like get down and be like, I don't know if I'll be like,
Dallan, you can feel the footsteps getting closer and somebody crouching in front of you.
I'm like snapping
Van.
and like pointing at my ears.
He nods. I think is the way to answer that.
Okay. You can hear me?
Nothing?
Can you speak? Can you?
Oh,
hear?
shake. Okay, yeah, no, shake the head. Okay. Like,
Shake.
this is
No.
a no. Yeah, I wasn't sure how to answer the question.
Yeah. I don't think he can hear at the moment.
So
What do
now
I
you
get
can
from
now you
that?
can put together your insight check from earlier. He's tapping the ground and his head just to try to reconcile
Yeah.
sound.
He messaged me and he
And,
said that he's like, I should probably tell you he's tapping his ear, and I was like, oh, okay, I got this.
Who has the psychic helmets? Can we put one of those psychic communicator helmets on him?
There's the other thing. Did Totera take away all the other magic items beside the headpiece?
Oh, like the rocks? I think we have the rocks.
Because this happened a long time ago, anything that you guys would have gotten from him, I told you about. So if it's not in your inventories, you don't have it.
Okay. So I think I have one of the headpieces, and maybe Breker has one of the headpieces.
It's possible that one of you might have the Helm of Telepathy, but it also could be labeled differently. I don't know. And I know that he left you the communicator earrings.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But he also doesn't have the side crystal anymore technically because it's a ship battery now.
Yeah.
But like if his character has that in his character sheet, then that's his.
Would I know if Cure Wounds would help with not being able to hear?
You would know it would make him feel better physically, but it wouldn't be able to be like a... Cure Wounds normally targets external wounds and maybe internal bleeding, like voracious wounds, but like hearing damage is like a very complex thing that maybe like a restorative spell could handle.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more intricate.
I'd be like greater, probably.
Greater
I'll have to
is
look into
usually
that.
the permanent ones. Lesser's just
Yeah.
like temporary stuff.
Yeah, it's like poison and sickness.
What do I get from Vanvalor's surface thoughts?
That's up for him to decide.
The sounds of drums and chanting.
Okay.
Breker is now up and about, recognizing stuff's still wrong.
I pull out my journal and flip to a blank page and write, "Can you read?" and like put it in front of him with the pencil. Or be like, yes? No?
He nods.
Yeah, he nods yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I give you the journal. I go to give it to you and then I take it back. Don't read what I already wrote. And then I hand it to you.
Wait, what?
So that you can write and speak to us.
Okay, that'll work. Okay, so for the purpose of this, Dallan is going to take longer to communicate with Vanvalor and the party, but now you guys can just talk if you would like to kind of speed up roleplay here. Because I know this will be an annoying mechanic to say the least.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't know like if he needs to rest and get it back or what.
Vanvalor, were you sitting on the ground?
Yes, still I am.
Breker might try to like put an arm around you, heal you if you're injured, and try to pull you to your feet.
Definitely injured.
Does
Dallan.
a cure wounds sound good for you?
Sounds great.
Velen,
Yes.
do you have anything that can deal with memory loss?
Potentially. It depends if it's magical or like from an arcane spell or not. If it's in effect that's something that is far beyond my reach, then maybe not.
She'll like whisper in Velen's ear, Mesh has lost some of his memory from when we were like back there.
She like pulls out her spell book. Damn, it's already frozen by the time I reach the page. Well, I have the ability to remove a curse. So if it's a minor thing, then it's possible that I could remove it. But if it's a major thing, then he's stuck, and we're gonna need a much stronger cleric than even you.
Yeah, I agree.
Otherwise, like most things, time can heal any wound, at least a little.
Well, I think that he gets the general sense that we're his allies. So at least that's good.
Yes.
Can I also try casting Lesser Restoration on Vanvalor?
Sure. You mark off the spell?
It is gone.
Do you have some of the resources to cast it? The material components? Or at least the a focus that is equivalent?
My Warhammer is my focus.
Is your Warhammer worth the gold of the holy water?
What? Let me go look at the components.
I think the holy water is like 25 gold or 25 silver or something. I can't remember. If your Warhammer is worth like 10 gold, I think that's probably fine.
Lesser restoration has no components.
So yeah, I don't see any. It's just
Greater
a
does.
VS component, but no monetary value.
Oh, then okay, yeah. Van, you can hear, and it's like deafening because you've been without it for like almost an hour now.
Oh, good.
So when he
It
casts
would
the
not
spell,
be helping that Breker is just like talking very loudly at it.
Can you hear me?
Vanvalor,
It's like right after an explosion, you get the choo.
yes,
Yep,
it's that very high pitched like
And you got like the poppy like.
implosion that's nearby. And I'll say that like because this is restorative magic, it's almost like that ringing, and then it just like a rush of water. It's like. And then it's almost like you get a headache, but then you can feel the magic like instantly subside it. It's just like searing pain, and then it just like it's like an egg that's cracked over your head, just gonna.
Yeah.
Almost like it's just been vacuumed out from the inside. Yeah. Exactly. I think that you just feel fatigued now. Like it's just. Yeah. All that stress just being removed all at once like this is like jarring.
Devii hands out her arm for her journal.
I don't know, maybe I need to read a bit of it.
Slap your hand.
It's really loud. And not just because you were deaf. It's just really loud.
The bonier they come, the harder the... My people tell me when I slap them, it hurts.
Wait. Was Mesh very, very close to animals? Or is that... He has a companion, right?
A lizard thingy.
Yeah. Yes. Just a moment. So. She like flicks her book open and then opens it, and you just see her snap her fingers, and Scout like flies out of the book. The owl. And it lands on her shoulder. She gets a falcon on her arm and then kind of holds it out. Mesh, I can't see you, but you're welcome to companionship. I don't know if it'll help.
Do you have incense?
Yes, you'll need some incense, but my scout hasn't died yet. If you lost your little friend.
I look at Mesh.
Where she like looks where Mesh is and like stares at the wall and kind of like looks around. It's like, where is he?
Wait, why are you looking over there?
Mesh is over there.
I keep further away.
What?
Mesh, don't go further away. Come back. It's like you can have this as a companion.
All right. We need. If Mesh is difficult to handle, I'm gonna give this to you. And she like has Scout just fly to your head, to your arm, and then walks over to Goldy. Goldy.
I like poke at him.
Yes.
Are you in there? He like gets uncomfortably close to your face. Her breath stinks, by the way.
Look,
it's just
awful. Look, I'm here. I'm just trying to divide up the memories that just all clogged together.
Yeah, come with me. Come on. I'm gonna go set up camp for the evening.
Wait, why?
I need to go set up something, and you need to be away from people. Come on.
Okay.
Cal, you want to come with? We need to set up a time to rest. Yes?
Yes.
You need to rest?
What did you say again? So Cal's out of it. He's like not
Cal,
concentrating.
listen to me
on
right
what's
now.
going on.
Are you here?
Yeah.
Look at my eyes.
Yeah,
We need you to sleep. And I need to cast magic to get you there.
Why do I need to sleep? Okay.
If I explain it to you, you will forget.
Or he'll fall asleep, which is what you want him to do.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
It's all right. That's all right. We'll get you there. Don't worry.
You're not the only one.
Would you all like to just sleep in here tonight, and I can just set it here?
Sure.
I don't like this feeling. The faster we get rid of it, and I'll be happy.
All right. She starts mumbling something and starts etching some things in the ground. The snow and arcane runes start to pop up for the next 10 minutes as she casts Tiny Hut.
I get
Goldy, what is? Are you still feeling the madness, lingering effects? Can you explain what you're feeling? We can try to help you.
It's like, it's like two sets of memories. Like I'm not like you guys. Like I am a village boy, and this is the first time I've been so far out. And right, bless you. There's truth in both of these lives, and I'm just confused. But I know you're my friends. I'm just a little scared of you.
I get that sometimes. I'm also really bad at telling jokes. Debbie's like trying to lighten the mood and failing miserably.
Breker got it. Like I was trying to figure out a way to like Breker cast light on his warhammer and looks over at Devii.
Oh, I think I understand you.
My light!
Sorry, I thought the Disney logo just showed up. Look, just give me a bit of time. Maybe an actual full-blown 8-hour rest or something. I don't know.
Okay, well, let us know if any of that changes.
It will.
Devii, where's
I got a
Mesh?
question. We are out of danger, right?
Out of that danger, yes. Out of danger, no.
Okay.
I think at this point, after maybe 10-15 minutes, Mesh decides to creep into the tiny hut and
It's not made
get eye
yet.
contact with.
It's not made
Oh,
yet.
it's not made yet.
Yeah,
Okay.
but while it's being made, you get the feeling that you probably have about 5 minutes. So before the tiny hut finishes, your invisibility is going to break.
Okay. Yeah. How long has it been?
You guys have been talking in the game for about 40 minutes, so I'm going to say it's about 40 minutes.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Because this has not been anything besides you guys discussing things, so I think that's pretty realistic.
Yeah. That close.
Mesh, are you okay? Do you know who I am?
I make eye contact and I just stay silent and
I
kind of
turn Mesh's.
And I try kind of glare at you, like.
It's like a broken mirror.
Yeah. I turn Chef's face to like look in the general direction of where you are.
That's weird.
Eventually, my invis wears off right there.
He's like really close.
Mesh, do you know what you are? Do you know what your abilities are? You can read people's minds. If you want to read my mind, I know more about your history than anyone else here.
He's definitely the closest friend.
I keep staring at you, going through what you're thinking.
For his mind read, you know, he didn't use it, right? That's I would know. Breker would know that Mesh didn't break into my mind, or I didn't have to let him in.
So the weird thing is that when Mesh has his memories lost, he's a bit more aggressive about using this ability.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Makes sense.
And aggressive meaning that he's in much more
Invading
disregard.
privacy?
Yeah, he's much more disregarding your privacy. Is at
Yeah.
least
Yeah,
with
well,
regards
I would
to
think
your
he's
surface level thoughts.
much more desperate to understand his
Exactly.
surroundings.
That's
as the
exactly
best
right,
way to
Cari.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's still a level of distrust you can see from your previous insight check. Devii, yeah.
Okay.
Oddly enough, you guys start to feel like the iciness and the general sheer sub-zero nature of this place is slightly dropping. And by dropping, I mean that it's lessening its chill. There's some kind
that
of
means we can
odd
sleep.
thing, but you've experienced it once or twice before.
Okay.
Now, this is Rob doing this. This is probably potentially not correct in the timeline, but that's because we haven't played in a while. So this just makes more practical sense why it would happen here. But what we can do is you guys can continue role playing if you like, but this is going to be a long journey. And so if you would like to kind of skip ahead, I'll allow that. Or once you guys finish, we can say that more time has elapsed than actually has to get to this point. Because I feel like you guys are going to wait until then to do anything anyways.
Do you mean skip ahead in a long rest?
So I'm going to say that you guys can take a long rest, but I'm not sure how many hours or timeline-wise you guys would have to end up waiting to do that. So we're kind of doing a little bit of guesswork. And I'm also saying that in your maddening states, it also makes sense that a lot of you aren't really able to place time or maybe aren't prioritizing it very much. You're kind of like making sure everyone's okay until they're not. And then, or sorry, making sure everyone's okay, at least to go to bed.
Okay.
Does that make sense? But you guys are more than welcome to continue role-playing. I'm just trying to give you a little bit of a forefront of what you guys can expect here.
Okay, well, we can roleplay, but the thing is, Cal can't really say. Cal's like fucked up. He's out of it. Like he said, it like Cal. I think Cal would benefit from the long rest.
I think like it almost just looks like Cal's like zoning out, like
He's
constantly.
zoning out. It's basically zoning out. Like his eyes are not focused or anything.
Just kind of gets glassy-eyed quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then like even while resting, you find yourself like opening your eyes every once in a while and just like staring at the ceiling, and then realize you're like midway through that, some time has elapsed, and you're like, oh, I should be sleeping. You know, it's just like this very weird thing. And then Goldy, you will wake up multiple times, like stress waking from something. And Yeah, so I don't want to take away. If anyone wants to say anything before you guys take a long rest, just let me know now, and then otherwise we can start doing that.
Van's just quiet, so there's nothing.
I don't really have anything to say to people, but I'm definitely going to take first watch and stay up for the first 4 hours watching everybody to make sure they go to sleep, and then I will do my trance.
Okay.
Before I go to sleep, I just turn to Chef. Not Chef, sorry. It's been a minute. I turn to Breker. Hey, can I ask you something? My dad, he's alive, right?
Your father was alive when we left.
Did I do anything to him?
You did not hurt your father. You did what was best for yourself.
At least that makes it a bit more clearer for me.
Mesh, can you use push to talk? It's grabbing your outside sounds.
Okay.
Sorry, mate.
I'm
on the webcam's microphone, so it's funky.
I'm gonna try and get some rest. Yeah.
Breker's on like first watch with Devii.
Valen goes straight to sleep. She just crashes. It's almost like uncanny. The best way I can say this is that she kind of just lays a couple things down, puts Scant away as he's trying to talk to her and reprimand her for some stupid things that she's done, and then puts her head on the pillow, and she just looks like an exhausted parent after a full Christmas day. Like, she just lays down and just passes out. And this moment is, with the exception of maybe Cal, who's having a super hard time connecting reality to his mind, and like staying in the moment for longer than a few moments. I think all of you really start to understand how much age is taking her. And she is an astounding woman.
Oh, yeah.
For doing what all of you are doing at an age, at least with her race, that is glorified as saying that she is well past her prime to do this.
Race is she?
I don't know if you guys have ever asked her.
No.
No.
I think you said she was a human.
She was a human. Oh, I thought you asked her about how old she was, but yeah, she's a human.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We know she was a human. I remember that, but we didn't ask her huge.
Yes.
Because that's a death question. We don't ask that question.
So is she a normal human?
I think she's 78.
A human lifespan?
If I remember right.
I thought she was like 80-ish.
She's between her 60s and her 80. Like 60 to 80. She's in that range, at least in look.
Okay.
Yeah. And in addition to that, I'd say that it's kind of odd, but this is like, with how much you guys are going through things right now, I think maybe Devii and Breker are the only two to really start picking up on this, but actually, you know what? Devii, you're starting to see a very interesting picture. As everyone's laying down and doing their various struggles, you start to see these very thin, almost pinpricks of light catching what looks to be a spider's silk between each of you. a singular strand stretching from each person's chest to the next's. And in the end, everyone has an equal amount of these strands linking one to another. And Breker, you notice how you kind of start seeing the same thing that Devi's seeing, but only from your chest to everyone else's. You start to see a strand of spider's web touching each person.
Breker, have you only been to Waterdeep area, basically? Have you ever traveled other places?
No. Grew up in Waterdeep, and then this place.
I've spent a good 80 or so years out on the ocean traveling so many places, but I haven't really explored the land. And I kind of would like to see what's out there, not on the waters. Yeah.
One day, we'll have to go someplace warm. And he kind of chuckles.
Tell me about it. I'd like to visit the other planes too. I think that'd be cool.
Jodie, something registers when she says planes in your mind. For Cal, you're like planes, home. And despite your kind of residency's issues, I guess you could say, about your homeland, there is some fondness, I think, that maybe registers a little bit in this moment. A little bit of fondness of home, at least with the warmth, right?
Yeah.
Rob, do I have like at least a one-way communication with Williamsburg? Like I can read its thoughts?
No, you can't actually read its thoughts because it's a magical creature and not a humanoid. Or rather, I should say it's not a beast. It's a fey creature. So like it's a created thing is a better way of saying it. The people who create them can make connections with them, but the people who haven't can't.
It doesn't have a brain.
What doesn't have a brain?
It's empty inside.
Breker would be like keeping an eye on people, and hopefully I'd see Mesh kind of stirring, and it'd be like, Mesh, Dust, my friend, rest.
Oh.
Hi, Cari. She'll be back in a
Oh, I
minute.
thought that was...
Cari ran away from her watch.
Yeah.
And she came back.
Okay. There she is.
Goldy, if you were having memory losses, Breker would have slid you my journal to be like, this is a factual representation of everything that I have seen, observed, and witnessed. Start from where your name begins to be mentioned, and hopefully that will fill in some gaps for you. It may not be your impression of the situation, but maybe you can help. Maybe it'll help you.
You'll end up chuckling a couple of times reading through this. Even despite the memory issues. It'll be funny.
Door.
To Devii, Breker would also be just, we got a couple of places to go. Like we have to catch up to Torterra too. He's going to essentially hell as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Yeah.
For those of you taking first watch, whoever those may be, Please roll a perception check. Remember your conditions, please.
Is it this? So this is before the long rest takes place, I assume.
Correct.
7.
Okay. Mesh, I think you're awake right now, yeah? I can't hear you.
I think I try to sleep first, try to at least maybe attempt to get my memories back by sleeping.
Sure, that's fair. So just Breker and Devii then. Van has gone to bed as well. And Goldy probably would have finished reading after a little bit and then conked out. Is that right, guys?
Van is laying down, but his eyes aren't closed.
Okay.
My final is a 14 perception.
You hear Akuma moving around. I think both of you guys. But besides that, it's eerily quiet. Not a single ounce of stirring outside of Akuma maybe getting up and rolling over and scratching or sliding a couple minutes before he calms down for the evening as well. And your watch will end as the next begins with...
I'll go. I just finished the book. I'll go.
I'm assuming I'm still awake with you since it's 4 hours that I'm awake.
Breker would need to go to sleep though.
Fair. Anyone else that you wake up?
I think when Goldy goes to sleep, I'll wake up Cal. But I won't wake any since I'm awake and Goldy's awake. I think 2 is fine. Maybe Cal and Mesh for the last watch. Or actually, no. I feel like Mesh needs to get his mind memories back, so she'll wake up Cal and Vanvalor.
Okay, but Cal's still out of it.
But not till Goldy goes to bed.
I'm just gonna be standing there with like my hands behind my back, just looking forward. Sometimes all around.
Oh, jeez. Sorry.
Oh, that stands.
Sorry.
Guys, I think I see something.
Sorry. I tried to get something slower and I clicked the wrong one. Okay. I would like Goldy and Cal, for the sake of this, to roll next.
Is it perception?
Yes. Make sure if you have exhaustion that's disadvantage.
Oh, okay, that works.
Goldy, what'd you get?
Dirty 20.
Okay.
I got 14.
Cal, you don't hear really anything but stirring. It's a little odd, but you can kind of hear some others talking in their sleep or their trances. You can feel Velen like shivering nearby. But generally, nothing within your vision, nothing within your earshot. Goldy, however, you do hear just the slightest, like, stirring from way off in the distance. It just sounds like somewhere upstairs you can just hear something drop. But it doesn't sound like it's a very loud sound. It's almost like you can just hear like a scratching sound.
If Velen is shivering, I probably would have, before I went to bed, put my blanket on her.
That's fine, but she's an old woman.
I give her a lot of
cold
crap when
place.
she's awake.
Yeah.
I give her a lot of crap when she's awake, but I do care for her.
But Goldy, you can hear a very odd, like, kind of scratching sound, but your insight into the situation is that it's maybe just like a small animal moving around, or maybe it's Akuma like doing something in his sleep. It also could be just something breaking, like in the ice that you guys were walking around, because you're probably the first things, you know, that were warm in this place in a long time. Your best guess is that you're not sure whether or not to think more of it, but you guys are pretty screwed, so you're just maybe praying that it's not a threat.
Did you hear that by chance?
Hmm? What?
It's like a dull thud. Yeah, I couldn't make out what it was. Just
I hope it's not our dogs.
it sounded a little heavy. Not too much, but like something just fell.
Or maybe what's her nair on the back of the dog's thing? It also could just be the giant walrus out there.
Oh, it could even be me just hearing stuff because I'm just so...
I don't know. I mean, take everything with a grain of salt because of what we experienced, but if you feel like you heard something, you don't have to doubt yourself so much.
You know what? That's a very good point.
I mean, you should always be wary, right? It's not wise to always believe yourself, but to just automatically think that you didn't hear something is also invalid.
How about we set up a guard dog? An alarm system.
You mean you're gonna pull out? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Sure.
done yet.
Second, it sees something coming towards us that isn't the playful walrus. Does he sleep?
The walrus?
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
Second, something comes near, he will scream.
I think the walrus, the loud snoring from the walrus makes me think that he's asleep.
Oh. My mind plays tricks on me. Regardless, this might be a good idea in general. Just to have an early warning system for all of us. We are not prepared to immediately jump to a serious situation. What do you say?
Well, is it dawn yet? Are you able to draw one out?
Yes, I have one last charge. Whoa. Sorry, something fell. Don't know what. I have one last charge.
Do it then. Hopefully it's not a giant elk.
I'm just gonna move away from you for a second.
Yeah, maybe go outside of the thing while you...
Just gonna...
Yeah.
I believe, but I'm just gonna confirm. This is the dire wolf.
Perfect. We did get a wolf. Or a dog. Dog alarm.
How about this? We keep him to the where the corridor is, but when it just blooms into where we actually are, we'll keep him there. He sees something, he roars, howls.
Sounds good to me. See something other than that big dude.
Oh, right.
And anyone that comes out of the bubble.
Oh, he's always friendly to us. He's not gonna...
Oh, okay.
Wait.
The dog cannot come into the bubble. It's when the spell is cast, you dictate which things can come and go.
See, this is where my paranoia comes in. Wait, has he attacked us before? Is that what you're implying?
No. I was just making sure. You said if someone comes to give us a warning, so I just wanted to make sure that he knew not to do a warning if any of us came out to pee or something.
Oh, I see. Oh, goodness.
Just like if anybody other than us or that big walrus over there comes,
Of course.
he'll do the
Yes.
warning.
Yes, you're right. I am not made for this today.
You need to
Right.
sleep. Don't worry. I'll get Cal and Vanvalor to take our spot. You wanna wake Cal or Vanvalor? I'll get the other.
Okay. While you're doing that, hand on the doggo.
Wake up.
Turn away from us to the hallway. If you see anything other than a giant walrus or any one of us coming out of our tents, you howl.
The dog, larger than a horse, sits and just does a nod and then turns towards the hallway.
I look at my hand. That wasn't warm, but it felt nice. But for the sense of trust I've had.
Definitely feel some sort of natural connection. Even though it's magic, there's something there. Maybe it's nature-based. Something like that.
I keep watching until the others arrive.
Okay, so Devii is going to switch gears with Cal and Van. Van, do you get up?
Yeah.
Okay. So slight backtracking. While you guys are doing this, Vanvalor, you slumber. And the drum beats that are reverberating in your mind and the tribal strain have surprisingly subsided. And you seem to be in some kind of vast expanse of emptiness. Like a black velvet canvas stretched out eternity upon eternity. There is what feels like a long period of time. And then slowly you notice that now you're starting to hear what feels like static. Very, very quiet. Almost like a low frequency hum, but something you know you can hear. And then what feels like a century passes, and there are slowly appearing pinpricks of light all around you in irregular patterns, some brighter than others. And then you feel strange, like you're floating. And as you look around you, your body has become space dust. And there's behind you a strand, like a whip, that just goes out past your vision into the ethereal eternity. And as you turn back to see what was once in front of you, galaxies. But it's interesting because you don't just see them. You hear symphonies. And you just squint to get a better look. You strain your ears to hear more. And you realize you're not breathing. And at this moment is when Devii touches your chest and wakes you, and you are like surfacing from drowning when you wake up. Just this deep sleep that you just go like you were waking the dead. Devii.
You okay there? Did I just save you from a nightmare?
When Vanvalor opens his eyes, Devii, they are jet black, and where the irises should be, there are stars.
Hey, buddy.
Like golden
You in
stars.
there? You in there?
I am everywhere.
She slaps him. Are you joking or are you being serious?
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, good.
His eyes go
You're
back to
not
normal
fine.
after you slap him.
Okay. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on you, making sure you're okay.
I am all of creation. Ow. Okay, I'm here.
Just so you're aware, your eyes were black with stars in them just a couple seconds ago.
That's really cool.
It is, but it's not normal. Now, if you don't mind, please take watch with, Cal. Don't do anything strange. Don't let him do anything strange to you. I'm gonna go rest.
Good luck.
You too.
Cal, did you see you rolled perception already?
I did.
Okay.
I can't 14.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see if Dallan, for Van, you can roll one more perception to finish the rest.
I'm gonna try back in and just sleep. Boom. Okay.
Yep.
I'm clutching the book.
10.
10. You guys don't really notice much of anything, but what you do notice is towards the end of your rest, the protection of this sphere or half sphere of the magic of the tiny hut seems to not really do much, as the cold you can feel creeping in like fingers crawling through your bones, chilling you. And after about an hour, Velen kind of wakes up, starts rubbing her eyes, and then the rest of you can kind of feel a little bit of a shake in the ground. Very slight, but you feel some sort of movement.
I put my head out to see if it's the walrus dude.
The walrus is asleep. And then the magic of the tiny hut fades. And like shatters like a block of ice. And the rest of you wake from your slumbers in varying orders, and 9 hours have elapsed from the credentials that I've given each of you.
Well, nice.
And you can mark a long rest. Congratulations.
Yay!
Now, remember, be careful if you're planning on doing long rests, that the rules that I told you last time, I guess, I don't remember what it was. Just grab that.
Mesh, how you feeling today?
Rob, any changes?
How many hours? do you need? Because if 9 hours is enough, then those semi-temporary effects are gone. I am actually going to do a slight change for all of you who have a permanent effect that is not based on hours. I will allow you to roll a wisdom saving throw if you try to shake it. Breker, your condition ends for sure of exhaustion on slumber. So regardless of what happens, you can clear exhaustion here. And that goes for anyone else. I just know that Breker had it. So if anyone else has a level of exhaustion, you can remove it. You know what, for the sake of this, I'm just feeling extra benevolent. Just hit the long rest button for ease of use, because it's driving me crazy. I can't quite figure out what I did for the rules for this a long time ago, and it's probably inconsequential.
The saving throw, is it 16 again for the...
Yes, it'll still be a 16. So if you succeeded on a 16 on your wisdom save, you can also make sure you add Breaker's bonus, because you're all within range. And
I will not pass no matter what. So.
Okay.
Is it a +3 still, Breker?
+3.
Damn it.
Can we roleplay by chance? I kind of like kick up, feel very refreshed, almost like look at myself and realize everything, and just feel very elated. But I notice the book still's on the ground. I just pick it up and I just stare in a very kind of remorseful way. Look outside, see if there's a dog still out there. Is it?
Yep.
Dog's
It lasts
still there.
until 24 hours, right?
Until dawn.
Oh,
But I
if
can't
it's
tell
until
when
dawn, then
dawn's
they're
up.
gone.
Okay, that's
Okay.
hopefully good. I think get up and approach Breker. Reach out my hand with the book. Thank you. I separated memories. You know, it was hard saying goodbye twice. Quietly walk away.
One trial left.
Any ideas on what it is? I think it's gonna be preservation.
Breker would flip open a page in his notebook where he's got oration written down with everything he could think of.
Yes,
Like,
irvation. I think it's preservation.
preservation seems likely.
I, for one, hope it's salvation.
Well, it's irvation, so that kind of rules out salvation.
I'm still hopeful.
I think you need to go to spelling class again.
I've had a very rough day.
I can tell.
I
How
can't
long
tell
is-
right now.
Preservation.
See?
I'll take it.
Vanvalor, are you back with us? Back to the land of the living?
I'm here.
Mesh?
Still don't know what.
Can you say it again?
Still don't know what we're doing, but I guess I'd follow.
You know who you are, right?
Well, your name is Mesh. You had to
You were
push.
muted.
Oh no.
No.
What happened?
The audio's not coming through.
Whose audio?
I know what you guys think I am, but there's still a gap there. It's
It's not what we think you are, it's what we know you are.
It's true.
true.
That kind of secret, and you shared it with us.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm gonna follow you guys, but to figure out who I am, I guess.
We'll keep you safe.
Cal? You okay there?
I think I might have said and maybe done some odd things yesterday.
I approach him and put my hand on his shoulder.
I'm not sure if I had a dream or if that was real. Was I acting odd yesterday?
You and everybody else.
Mm-hmm. It was. It's
Don't worry.
whatever you felt.
Oh.
Hands with it. Just leave it in the dust.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'll be honest, Cal. If you're embarrassed, I don't remember what you said.
Oh,
To be honest, I think we were all in our own little worlds.
Yeah.
Some of it I can think. I'm sorry. I think I messed up.
Hey.
I think I messed up.
We all did.
Have you heard the phrase "water off a duck's back"? Don't worry about it. We're still with you. We're not keeping a hold of it.
I don't like ducks.
What does that phrasing mean?
It means that water doesn't stay on a duck with their feathers. It just rolls off.
Wait, what? Ducks can do that?
Yeah, how their feathers are, it doesn't soak in. It like beads up and rolls off.
I never knew.
Have you never seen a duck? Aren't you a fisher?
Mesh.
Is this Goldy or is this?
This is Gold. This is Goldy.
Okay.
Let me try something. I'm going to try a remove curse spell on you and see if it works. Is that okay with you?
I step back a bit and read her thoughts just to make sure it is what she's doing.
She doesn't really seem to be thinking about anything besides, like, she's reciting magical phrases in her, like, language that she would understand how she casts spells. So you're guessing that that's the only thing you can maintain, but you don't know what spell she's going to cast other than what she gave you out loud.
I try to get eye contact with some of the others just to see if they trust her. Okay.
She starts saying out loud the things that you're hearing in her mind, and her hand begins to glow with a very sickly green. But all of you would understand this as pretty normal for her. It just seems to be almost like the magic is like dripping, like it's falling on the ground. You know how like you would be dripping wet, but there's like a casing of like this thick, almost slime-like water on her hand, but instead of dripping down, it's dripping up and then vanishing like a miasma. She's like, now it doesn't look very friendly, but you have to touch my hand, and I'm very keen on not doing this for you unless you consent to it. So just touch my hand. You don't have to hold it, you just have to touch it. Here you are. And then when you touch her hand, your hand grabs, almost like you almost like a crocodile that has something that touches its jaw and just goes like immediately. That's what your hand does. And hers does the same thing in reaction to your hand gripping her. And I believe this is a temporary madness thing for you. Is that correct? Okay.
I have 2 permanents and 1 temporary.
Okay. So what this will let you do is I will let you roll again twice, 1 for each of your permanents, and then I'll let you have the temporary one will be removed. So you're going to feel like your mind is being drained out into her hand, and the miasma is just eating it. You watch the miasma turn purple for a little bit, everyone, as kind of this energy comes out of Mesh's veins, and then for a brief moment, his head turns into the doppelganger's face as his eyes go stark white. You may roll twice, Mesh. Once for each.
Alright. Green die for the first one I got ages ago. Purple for the new one.
Green die.
So that's a 6 and a 15.
So the second one's cured. Whatever the 15 was, because you get Breker's bonus.
Yeah.
So I don't remember which one that is, so that's just for you to roleplay out, but that is cured. And Velen then will turn to the rest of you while Mesh kind of gets his face back on, essentially. And then she's like, I don't have very many more of these for the day, but I can do this again if it's necessary for the rest of you. I was thinking about preparing this today because it's just a good idea.
I'm fine. I don't need it.
All right.
What about Velen? What about you? Are you all there?
Well, the real question is if I was all there to begin with now, isn't it?
Is what little remaining in there still kicking around?
Well, I'm still hobbling, if that's what you're asking. Yes, I'm quite all right.
Feral and blow us out of a tent, are you?
No, but speaking of which, this bad boy's got some charges. She pulls her wand out and kisses it. Wonderful. This saved your bacon.
Breker would like rub his back where she lit him up. Like, one day.
You just hear her do the typical old woman hag laugh. Kind of just bob her head a little bit. I gotta roll a d6 to see how many charges she gets. Ooh.
As everyone kind of leaves our little camp area, Breker would be lingering behind and like cleaning up. Like there'd be like little bits of straw sticking out of people's mattresses and stuff, and Breker would be collecting every little last thing.
Devii is Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're a good egg.
Give you shit, but I respect you in your own way.
I'd say you respect your elders, but you're probably triple my age.
Yeah. Doesn't quite sit well with me about that, but yeah. You'll be fine.
I sometimes wonder if I wanted to be here longer.
Miss Necromancer.
Well, it's definitely more appealing for humankind than your kind, I'd say.
Well, who knows? Maybe we'll find something really cool down there, huh?
Only time can tell. Chalcedony, are you doing all right?
Wait, how old are you, Devii?
Me? Well, I am an elf.
Oh, the age of...
I am indeed older than Felon. That is true. I am 135.
Really?
Yes.
Not quite double. I was way off.
Yep. I'm actually quite young for an elf.
You said you were from.
Have you told me that before? I just can't
I'm
remember.
sure I have, but you know, don't worry about it.
I thought you was about
Shadow.
26. I don't know why I thought that.
I mean, I look like I'm 30. I think.
I don't. You're an,
26, 30, I'll take that.
you're an elf.
Yes. Shatterkai. Shatterkai high elf mixed bloodline thing, you know.
Telling me that you're an elf before.
I am an elf. Shatterkai is a type of elf. High elf is a type of elf. Elf. Different types of elves.
That's why it was so hard to place your age. Shadowkai have not very.
Yeah,
well.
they look a little creepy, you know.
Are you full-blooded?
I thought you was
Shadowkai, Devii?
I thought you was a human.
Am I familiar with Shatterkai?
No. Are you a full-blooded Shadowkai?
Oh no, my father was.
If it's not too invasive to ask, what is your mother?
High elf. She was part of a rich family somewhere.
Interesting. I dare say even elves would have struggled to place your age just on a whim.
Yeah. I think it's a strange combination.
I don't want to say it would be strange because that carries with it the negativity, but it's certainly interesting.
I said it.
Well, I won't presume your relationship with your family then.
Yeah. I don't really have one. I don't really know my mom's side of the family very well. I'm sure they're doing great somewhere.
All right.
And I never met my dad's side of the family, so probably all in the Shadowfell somewhere.
That may be for the best from what I gather.
Hmm.
But you never know. There's probably some nice people in a dismal
Yeah,
place.
I'd like to visit Shadowfell and Feywild. We gotta go, all of us. You know, travel the existence.
Well, Chalcedony, if you feel worse and you would like to try the same thing we did with Meshadieme, then maybe perhaps you should take a hand as well.
The Feywild.
As I get up,
You don't want to go back there, do you? Right?
Do you?
I get up and pat Within on the back. Thank you very much. I needed that. That has cleared up a lot. Probably more than you think. Cal, take the hand. And sorry for stabbing in the back yesterday.
Oh, I forgot about that. Hey, see, you have memory loss, but you remember that. Oh wait, no, she restored your memory, didn't you? Maybe I'm the one losing my
got it
memory.
back.
God.
You know, I felt bad for trying to attack all of you, but some of you actually attacked each other. I shouldn't feel so guilty anymore.
That's what I'm saying. We all did stupid stuff.
Velen kind of like blinks and stares at Goldy, and she like gives him the cock look like.
To be fair, Velen attacked all of us more than anybody else.
That's right.
Hey, I killed a
That Vanvalor almost killed me.
Wait, did you just say you stabbed me in the back?
You just know.
What is the searing pain? You did what?
Literally stabbed you in the back.
Yeah, take the hand. You'll probably remember better.
Velen starts
Literally.
casting the spell again on her hand, and she goes, Chalcedony, high five.
Okay.
She casts remove curse on you. So if you have any in long-term or short-term madness, that's gone. And if you have any indefinite madness, you can roll a d20 +3.
I don't know if I have that or not. Do I?
Well, what I sent you a long time ago, one of them says indefinite, I think, if you have an indefinite one.
Does that mean he remembers being stabbed in the back by Mesh?
Like,
Right,
delayed.
because
Like, actually, wait a minute.
I wasn't sure that stuff was gone, and you said it's gone. The afflictions that I had. Right.
I'm
Is it
reading it.
frozen?
Hang on a second.
It's so still, it's frozen.
Like,
Oh, okay.
Cal,
So the
like
most
delayed.
recent one, the one that starts with V, is that the one you're asking about?
That one, that's not so fair. Wait, hold up.
Or are you asking about a different one?
That one. That's what I was referring to. That, yes.
I mean, you can roll to get rid of that one, but if you're struggling with anything else that's like the other one,
I have to roll to get rid of that one.
If
if you want to get rid of it, you have to roll now.
Okay, what do I have to roll?
Wisdom save DC 16.
dice.
Oh my god.
But you have a
What?
+3 because of breakers, so.
It went up to +3?
No, just after you roll the dice, add a 3 to it.
Oh. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh no, it's okay. I think I passed. I'm on 19.
Okay, so
Plus-
you
plus
passed,
3,
but
Right?
Right.
so
Yeah.
you passed, Jodie, for Cal, but Cal's gonna have a little bit of a lingering effect, so you can play into that as you like, okay? But there'll be some sort of like 24 or 48 hour like lingering thingy there, but it'll be slowly passing. And then
Even if I take Velen's hand.
when you take Valen's hand, the other one, you lose the paranoia. That's gone.
Okay.
So Jodie, you were under extreme paranoia.
Right.
Is now a good time to take a bio break?
Yes. I was trying to get you guys to go through the preservation door faster, but I may have slowed that a bit. So you guys can take 5 minutes here, and then we got about 40 minutes
kind of
before
door?
Dallan needs to go. You
Preservation.
guys said it was a preservation door.
What
No,
kind
you
of
guys said it was a
door?
preservation door twice.
What? Oh, well, okay.
I'll be right back.
Perspiration door.
No.
Consternation.
Indentation? Indignation.
Indignation.
Hold on to your butts. We're going through the conversation.
Are you okay, Rob?
Cow, I really want that you to, like, remember everything, but it's so like delayed. It's like, wait, I remember. Just the pain that usually comes at that point.
Yeah,
And you.
Yeah, kind of.
You just stabbed me. That was the last. That was like yesterday. I've been bleeding for that long. Like,
That's what I'm trying. Like, yeah.
No, you would have been healed up.
Yeah.
He's on a
yeah.
delay. He's like thinking through molasses right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you probably are like, wait, how did I get this wound?
But by the by, I didn't have memory loss. I was confused because the things I was doing in that trial felt like a completely different life. So it's like there are two sets of me. Like, which one's
Gotcha.
real? You know? I killed a chair. It was my daddy. Did I kill my daddy?
Oh.
You know what I mean?
I see.
That's why I was like,
I was wondering why you were asking about your dad.
because
I will. I thought I was waiting till you were done. I'll be back.
I was hyper like analyzing everything I did last time. Like, I'm prepared for this. Chef, how you doing?
Good, man. What's going on?
Phone died. Not fun stuff. Got new-
The grand finals for the World Championships are happening right now.
It just... Yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like, everything's ready. You've lost a critical component. Ah, well. Just feels like I've lost a bit more than I actually have, you know? Oh, well. The heat wave is finally stopped around here. Just about mid-20s now, so that's really good news for us. We never got that thunder wave, did we? I think we got it one day for a couple hours.
Dallan, I appreciated all of your DMs.
Rob, the other you is in the World Finals.
Dancing Rob, let's go. Actually, thought that Lurgan was gonna win, but is Crescent there? Is he in the finals?
No, it's Gordon Hada.
Wow, so Crescent lost. Oh, Dancing Rob's got to fight a losing battle here. He's in loser's bracket. He's got to sweep twice. 2 best of 5s is a grueling experience. Goron Hada has a favorable team comp. As the K9.
Yeah, he needs to keep neutral matchups.
Like, on paper, he should be able to win because Alt has only got 1 hard check. Oh, wait, no. Dancing Rob's running G-Fisk. He's like one of the few people running Fisk instead of Reggie.
But his Fisk is what helped him beat like 3 veggies.
What's that?
His Fisk beat 3 veggies.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a Pup Medi, right? Because he has Fisk?
Yeah.
He's running Ice Punch. I think he needs Ice Punch. His team struggles with Sableye.
Oh.
Is Goran Hada from Korea?
No clue. I'm not in the audio.
Well, if he wins or gets first or second place, I guess they'll see.
Look what I made for dinner today. It was my first time. It was a little dry, but
Oh my god, you made a carton.
I made a carton. No, they were a little more spicy than we thought they were gonna be, but they were delicious.
Yeah, I asked my friend Yasser how he makes falafel, but if you guys have some good tips or know some people that know how to make falafel really well, we're interested. Because you want to make it.
Yeah, I made them a little dry, so I think it said 25 to 30 minutes, and I did it for 30 minutes. So I think next time I'll just do 25.
Also, if you know how to make baba ganoush, like we're dying to make it.
Yes, because Rob was like, something's missing. I was like,
like my
baba
favorite
ganoush.
food.
We need baba ganoush with falafel. So.
Just follow the instructions and cook it, right? That's
Oh yeah, no, I think it worked just fine. I think,
insightful.
like, I just feel like I just left it in a little too long. It was a little dry in the center.
When I worked at the bakery, I had a really hard time teaching people how to make food. Like, I was training someone, and they were like, "All right, how do I make soup?" And I'm like, "Well, you make it. You make soup." And I don't know how to explain it to you. I honestly just make soup.
Dancing Rob's gonna throw another counter and swap.
Well, you put everything in the soup that needs to be in the soup, and then you cook it.
And then it's soup. And then you did it.
I don't like this.
Good job.
Probably just play out this safer, maybe.
Yeah, he can get a third one out.
He probably feels pretty safe right now. Getting a shield from Alt makes Fisk's time a lot easier. He knows this Licky won't show any damage. Like, if you see Fisk on Licky and you just killed the lead, you're like, all right, well, he's either got a fighter in the back or he's got something that my Swamper's gonna have a good time with, unless it's Walrein.
Goldy, you look great because you're dancing to the music, but your face is focused. You're like,
I'm sorry, every small writing. Like, what is this? Beats good though.
I got messages. It's from a raid. This is why it's so annoying to keep checking Discord when you guys send me messages, because sometimes it's not a message at all. It's just somebody like, do you want to do a session?
There you go. I did karaoke 2 days ago and I sang Let It Go from Frozen.
I need to do karaoke again. It's been so long.
I messed it up, but apparently I can carry a note, so... Yeah.
That's good. What about a tune?
No.
Just a note.
No. They didn't film that, but they did film it when I joined in for My Way, and I sang it very angrily because it felt right. So.
Let It Go only in C.
Well, maybe we can all do karaoke virtually someday. That would be awesome.
That would be kind of cool. Oh,
yeah.
Maybe... Okay. Mesh, we gotta get into a new area because our family will kill us if we do it.
He should not have gone.
I'm in the attic. I'm fine.
Yeah. I know Rob doesn't like karaoke. I don't know. Mesh, do you like
He
it?
likes the carry part, not the oki part.
I've never done it, and I don't think I like it, but I don't mind.
You don't think you? Yeah.
We're doing it again this Thursday. You will come and you don't drink, don't anything like that. Just come and if you want to sing with us, you can. There's a lot
If you're drinking, I'm not coming. It's just not fun like that for me.
No, he said no drinking.
You don't drink.
Yeah, but you guys are going to drink. If the whole group is drinking and I'm not drinking, then it just becomes I'm the odd man out and it just feels wrong.
No, it never feels that. You know, a lot of the times we just
Hey,
company.
You need to do karaoke with Rob and I then.
That might work.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever done karaoke with Rob before.
Is everyone back?
It'll be fine.
But the nice thing is, like, you can sing a song with people, so you don't have to stand out or anything.
Jodie.
Jodie!
We can wait for Jodie, it's fine. But Dallan, I appreciate your DMs after the fact. That was funny.
Jeez, Rob, finals, last match.
No problem.
Is this the second best of 5 or the first best of 5?
I don't know if there was supposed to be a second one.
If Dancing Rob wins the first best of 5, he has to do it again.
Oh, okay.
He has to flip the bracket because Godenhad hasn't lost.
I've enjoyed the fact that there's a dancing Rob and we are interacting with a not so Rob.
Yes. Not so enthused.
Yeah, while dancing.
We gotta make an upgrade.
You have to go to Europe for that. Fun fact, the other Rob is much closer to Jodie, Goldy, and Mesh than I am. Vicinity-wise.
I have actually seen him yesterday.
Did you get a chance to go to the meetups?
Assessment. If we don't want that Rob, we have the correct Rob. I'm not a big fan of dancing, so maybe we got the right one.
Cooler Rob.
Rob, yesterday I met up with Shep.
Shep Idiot.
Onesie, King. So, I saw Inaducants.
More time.
And
did you meet Thomas?
No, not Thomas. But I did meet.
Was Momo there?
I was looking for her, but I couldn't find her.
She spun to get the stop for the shirt I saw.
Yeah, couldn't find Momo.
That's cool.
Maybe she left before I came. I came in pretty late.
Ooh boy, this game's not over yet, but it's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
Gonna CMP right before the ice punch. This is bad. Both of his mons have to throw energy. Maybe he just needs to get to 100 here.
You think you can, like, mud shot down?
No. He has to throw. It's just like the Skarmory matchup, but worse because you're taking more damage than you would with air slashes. Oh, he was like a frame. He was one Dragon Breath off of getting his move between. That's tough. He might lose now because he needs to get to. Is he at the whip? No, he's not. Did not have the energy there. That was an easy no shield.
Why would you shield there? Oh my god. Even arrows sign.
Can he get this off? Oh no, that's GG. Sag, second place. I mean, it's a good over farm, but I think a Moonblast will kill from here, right? Oh, is he not gonna get to it? Jeepers, go pee!
Though he still needs to be to the Daria.
Oh my god.
Come on, come on. Yes. Oh, yes, one.
Your stream's way far behind. Alright, I can't DM and watch matches. I get way too hype. Alright. You guys ready to play? Jodie, are you back, girl?
Yes.
I was unaware that Goldy was Jodie. Smile.
Yeah. I could text her.
I just hope that she didn't fall asleep. She was looking pretty fatigued, and I wasn't sure if she was playing into her character or not.
That's a good layer of acting.
I just know that we only have like less than 30 minutes before Van's gotta leave.
Alright, just entertain.
I'm back, sorry, I had to get something straight. I was fucking starving.
Okay, all good. You ready?
Alright.
Can we go ahead and start?
Go ahead.
Alright. You guys can pick up where you left off. After the break, you were getting ready to start moving.
Oh, guys, before we head off, last night I heard something very dull. Devii knows this too. I couldn't really make it out. It could very much be nothing, but somewhere over there was like a very dull but somewhat heavy noise, like something fell. I just thought I should let you guys know.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna get Blackie back. This is the last chance I have. So I spend, what is it, an hour now with this?
So it's whatever the casting the time of the spell is plus 10
an
minutes.
hour and 10 minutes. I'm gonna spend an hour and 10 minutes to get Blackie back.
All right. Anyone have anything else they want to do before Irvation?
think I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, Rob. We head into iteration.
Chef, you kind of look like Peter Dinklage right now. I've just noticed.
What?
It's the beard and the hair. Right. Everyone good? Let's
Alrighty.
go.
Let's go.
So you guys do the whole thing. You go to the next one. You find the door. Push through the door, and as you do, let's see. Is this the right one I want? Vanish. Do your surroundings go in a flurry of snow and ice? And when your vision clears, you're greeted with a camp edge of yet another camp of the beast tribes of the Reghead. This time, also yet again under completely cleared up skies. However, the skies are dark because there is no light in them. Besides that, the stars. All of the fires in the camp are out. And the only sound that you can hear is the tents flapping in the wind as it strikes them. Under closer examination, as you approach the camp's edge, it reveals dozens upon dozens of corpses of half-buried bodies beneath the snowdrifts. It becomes clear that a massacre has recently taken place here. And you hear the squawking of buzzards coming from the mid-side of the camp, picking at two particular bodies outside of some of the larger tents in the center.
Guys, I want to go back now.
Can we tell if this was a man-made attack or is this beast?
You can make a medicine check on a nearby body, if you like.
Eight.
Their bodies are... Either you find the bodies to be incredibly frozen over, or the bodies to be, like, slain like ribbons beyond recognition as to what might have taken place with how they were killed.
Any of them alive? Any things from detect thoughts?
I would make you roll medicine, but if you're looking for detect thoughts, nothing.
None of them are breathing.
Can we move towards the squawking?
Yes. As you move towards the center of camp, there are I wouldn't say a flock, but the buzzards that you see are very large. About half of the size of one of the tents each. These things are massive. And they seem to be eating a fresh pair of bodies and completely gorging themselves on them outside the center circle, which Van would recognize as the chieftain's circle, or the head shaman's circle as well.
Oh yes, I recognize that as the circle.
Can I run up to the body, please, and just touch his cheek with my palm?
Are you gonna do this in the middle of a bunch of vultures trying to eat it?
I will swing my axe. Not to attack them, but to make them shoo.
Okay.
Does that start combat or no?
Everyone roll initiative.
It's like no, we're just rolling initiative, Manjit.
These vultures.
No, it's fine. It's just like
hey, this is 1 out of your 2,000.
It's a really funny like combat. Like I roll to not attack.
Well.
I just
Probably
each of these vultures is about as big as a horse.
Oh my god!
Whoa!
Yeah.
And as you basically are running up to this campsite, you can't really see that until you run up upon them.
How did it get so big?
Away from that, oh my god.
Not normal size vultures, so it's a big anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Giant ones.
For the sake of this, I'm just gonna put Goldy a little bit ahead of you guys. And then I'm gonna put the vultures in different colors.
Vultures. All in red.
You will not get a surprise round because you're just not doing anything but running around like a crazy person.
Plus, you ran up to them.
I thought they were little vultures. I was trying to determine if the body was still warm. That way, whoever did this is still nearby.
Don't worry.
Right. To be fair, we haven't fought in a very long time. Refresher time.
Okay, and then... stacked initiative over here for these vultures.
Sorry, I was doing something and then the phone cut out, so I didn't hear. Are we in combat?
So there was a bunch of vultures in the center of town, or center of the camp, that were eating some fresh bodies. There's bodies covered in snowdrifts everywhere that looks like a fresh massacre, and Goldy decided that he thought he could shoo them away, and when he got closer, the vultures are actually the size of horses. They're huge.
Oh god, okay.
And
sweet.
That's initiative.
So let's murder him.
And if you tell me what you rolled on your initiative, I can punch it in for you.
I will do that right. I'll roll right now.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
That's a 22.
Very nice.
Nat 20 on that one.
Nice. All right, Mesh, you are first as you watch your companion chase off.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I'll go. I'll toss. I'll do a crossbow shot and toss a dagger, and then no, can't toss a dagger. So crossbow shot, and then bonus action hide around the corner. Are any of the vultures in melee range with him?
I can't hear with all the background noise.
Background noise.
It's Dallan.
Dallan.
Dallan, can you mute?
Oopsie.
Any of the vultures in melee range with Magi?
No.
Goldy?
No, they started.
No.
The initiative was when he went closer, so he's not quite there yet.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just crossbow and hide.
Give me an attack roll.
That's 14 plus 7, 21 to hit.
21's a hit. Roll damage. Which color are you striking? Because I've got color codes for each of the vultures.
Closest to Goldy, so red, I guess.
Okay. What's the damage? No sneak attack?
It's 9 damage. No sneak attack.
Okay.
I'll go around a tent to hide.
Okay, roll stealth with advantage for your boots, and just let me know if the stealth is below 20 at any point, because I'm not even going to bother.
I literally can't roll below 20.
Okay, then you're always considered hidden, so you don't have to roll if you don't want to. Van, you're up.
27.
Yeah. I'm just skipping a little bit of this, because these are just vultures. So.
Dally has been training for this moment.
Oh my god, what if the giant vultures did kill all these people?
How grouped together are they?
They are literally swarmed around 2 bodies eating, so this is prime real estate for AoE.
Oh, sweet. So let's just, 3rd level. Magnify gravity on them.
What's the type of save?
Con.
Okay.
Constitution. Yeah.
That's 2 failures. 3 failures, 1 success. 5 failures, 1 success. I'm gonna say
so
that will be the
15.
blue one that succeeded. 15 damage?
15 damage and then halved for 7.
Okay.
And they are movement speed, I believe, is half.
They have half move speed, that's right. The one that you shot, Mesh, and that Goldy you were immediately trying to chase is just crushed into a pulp into the ground. Just literally, like, the bones are on the inside 1 minute and on the outside the next.
Hey,
the beak breaks in half, just like completely crushed. And you just see this like impact in the snow as it just like, you know, when you take a step in the snow, it crunches a little bit. This snow just like goes straight to, you can hearing cracked ice underneath the snow that's frozen, just like, and the sickening sound as the bodies are impacted.
Okay, maybe we have a chance there.
But this one is toasted. Just absolutely crushed. That said, the vulture in the back will fly over to you, Goldy, and make an attack roll. What is your armor class, Goldy?
16, let me just confirm. 16.
Okay, it reaches out with its beak past you and misses, and then as it does and you duck, it kind of hops over you and then sinks its talons using the lower speed that it has into your back. Keep in mind, this is before you have raged, and you will take 11 points of slashing damage as they rend your flesh. And then the blue one will take a quick hop and do the same thing, this time with advantage.
Oh, you assholes.
And that will be a 21 to hit your armor class. So that will be another... Oh, that's the wrong dice. That will be very low damage. That is 4 piercing damage. And the next roll will miss. So as it bites into you, it kind of goes off balance and swings its talons wildly, but you're ready for the talons of this one.
You guys are such assholes. I was trying to get you to go away.
And it is now your turn to respond.
Mesh, may I rage? Sorry, he wanted me to do that. I will rage. Mark one there. I will attack with a reckless abandonment to the blue one. Will that by chance swing off to the purple and the green one as well, by proxy?
You can only attack one thing at a time unless stated otherwise in your abilities and traits.
It does now. I was just kind of hoping.
No,
okay, anyway.
Does not smile.
Right. I will attack with my great axe.
There's plenty of things on your character sheets to give you guys advantages over me.
I know, but still. 9
free cleave, please.
Yeah. May I cleave, sir? How much was the attack roll?
19.
Roll damage.
You. It's 8. It was a big number. It turned to a small number.
Did you include your rage damage?
Yes.
Yes, so you slice through this thing, but it definitely is like a clean cut, and it's a long one to sear through the feathers and see a gash of blood, but it doesn't really seem like it's too deep. It's almost like the bird was able to kind of mitigate it a bit by flapping backwards.
That's the first time I had a bad roll like that with my axe. I'll do it again. 22.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
$15.
How do you want to kill it?
As I'm still in the motion of trying to get away, I just go, missile, and the next one, I just kind of like whack it and just get its head. Just like, just like that. Like, oh, yeah, these guys are not so bad, huh? My back.
All right, for Velen's turn, she is not very amused with what is going on and is just going to reach out and try to choke one of them with a chill touch, which I believe is just an attack roll. That is a 22 to hit, and she will attack the one that attacked Goldy. And I don't know if it's a 2d8. Okay. Oh yeah, this this next one that was right next to you, Goldy, you see this like skeletal hand kind of just appear in the middle of the air in front of you, and the bird like kind of turns its head a little bit as it's trying to look threatening, and you see the blood just freezing on its beak everywhere as its wings kind of flap threatening and like caw at it, and you see this hand go underneath the neck and then just grab the neck, and instead of strangling it, you just see the blood vessels in the neck and like the skin parts just drain, and it's almost like you just watch this thing become mummified as it dies. You just see the bird just fall next to you. I got one.
Thanks, that was very horrifying.
She kind of just like I got snow in my book again. All right. Who's next? Devii, you're up next, girl.
All right. Well, 20. So I would like to do a 3rd level shatter on them, but I'm trying to see. Let's see. Shatter is 60 feet and 10-foot radius. So can I get 2 of them?
Roll d4.
Okay.
I'm not sure where they're at, like, in this thing, so we're just gonna roll for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can just get 1.
Okay. So yeah, you can only hit 1. They're all spread out really
in
weirdly.
that case, I won't do shatter just because
Okay.
I was trying to do an AOE thing, so if it's a single target, let me see.
Yeah, I think what you notice, Devii, is that the birds are just really big. So like they take up a lot of space, and your spell's like small radius.
I'll do a 3rd level guiding bolt then.
Oh wow, okay. Which one are you hitting? Pink, orange, or green?
I guess the pink one, yeah.
Okay.
And I have to roll to hit.
Alrighty.
Guiding bolt. +5 to hit. Okay, this one keeps on rolling at 12. So let's see if we can roll a different one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Roll damage.
Okay. 6d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 6 to 6 is 12. 12 plus 10 is 22. 23 points of damage.
How would you like your guiding bolt to guide it to the grave?
Well, it's always just like her eyes get white and it's like this, and the white thing just goes and explodes into little shards of whiteness.
So you see this like white bolt just kind of like almost snake as it goes, and an explosion just really fast. Think of this like
it's similar
like a light
to
trail that just like.
Oh, I was thinking of it more like whatchamacallit? Avatar, the last bit, like with the fire people.
Oh, like the.
But instead of going, it's just.
Okay, and then as it impacts, you can kind of see this brief thing, Devii, where these like spider
like
web.
An eclipse thing kind of goes out. Oh, spider web, yeah.
And then they kind of just wrap around it. And then as that happens, you see one of like, this is like slow motion. So like one of the strands of the spider's web like connects with the bolt. And then you just watch as like all the spider webs just go. And there's like white fire and then the bird's just gone. Like there's nothing left. Cooked turkey dinner.
Where it's just like. But I still have a bonus action, but it seems that we're doing really well, so I'm just gonna hold off on it.
I need to remove the vultures from the initiative order that are vaporized.
Vaporized.
They're the dead birds.
Okay, Chalcedony, you're up, girl. Boy.
Go get it, boy.
I'm a boy. I'm a boy. Yes.
What?
We've established this. Now,
Sorry,
that's a colloquial phrase, girl.
yes, I am the boy. Indeed.
if you're not sure,
you can check.
Sure, then, I mean, you know.
You got fur down there. It's kind of hard to see.
Anyway,
Can we not do this, please? Thank you.
Man, these vultures. I'm feeling lazy, so I'm gonna use a longbow. Is that like more effort or less effort? I don't know. Is that more effort or less effort?
Depends on if you want to move.
I want to move.
Then it's yeah.
I wanna try and hit the green vulture with the longbow. So I'm gonna roll the thingy. I don't know if that's a hit or not. 19. Is it 19?
With your longbow?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit. Roll your damage, please.
Damage.
Amash.
Oh, I get a total of 13.
How do you kill it?
Cal's super not in the mood for this. So, you know.
Are you doing orange or green, by the way? Sorry, I forgot to ask.
Wait, the green one. Okay. Yeah, so he's just like, oh. And just huffing and puffing and takes out the longbow and just very lazily and very casually just pulls it back and pulls the, loads it and pulls the string back in one swift motion and hits it straight in the head through the eyeball. And then
it's a little rusty, but you kind of never really forget. It's like riding a bike. And
Well,
these
Cal's
things
actually
are
not a very good shot.
huge birds. It's so easy to hit these things. It's like hitting the barn side. Just
Oh, okay. So it's really big. So it's your big old head like a melon then.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's like
easy to
shooting
hit
a
the head.
melon. Yeah. I would even
Okay,
say
so
that you
that-
could get the arrow to just go clean through and like stick in a tent. Just like completely gone. The bird just turns its head after its eye's gone and then kind of like blinks in the other eye and then falls down dead. All right. You got
yeah.
another attack, I think, unless you want to just let Breker clean up for you.
No, because that would involve me moving, right? So Cal's like, nah, fuck it, you do it.
Okay, so Cal is going to defer.
I like
Breker,
this.
you have the last round here.
Clean sweep, boy. Just do it.
Is it Breker or is it Breker? I can't quite remember. Is it Breker?
Breker.
Breker, okay. But you have the
I was
floor.
calling you Breker for like a year. I don't know if you realised.
Break up.
Breker.
Breker's gonna go to town on Giant Vulture Orange.
Okay. Give me some damage, please.
Maybe not with a 16. Does a 16 hit?
It hits. Give me the damage, please.
Nine.
That is enough. How would you like to crush?
Jeez, these guys are weaklings.
Breker like winds up a strike with its hammer, like kicks the thing back onto its back, and then like smashes the hammer down on top of it.
An uneventful death as this thing is crushed.
Hey.
So there was a lot of them, but they was very big.
Breker's that was too easy alarm is going off, and he's, can I scan the sky for more vultures?
Make a perception check, please. Or a survival check, your choice. You'll get
Rob,
different
can
answers.
all the birds die at the same time? And I'm just there like, like, oh,
I mean,
wow.
I would say that it probably ends up being that like there's some ranged attacks happen and then they kind of just jump you. So it's like in 3 phases, right? There's a big explosion and an arrow and a crossbow bolt, and then there's just like a couple hit you, and then there's that just extra bits at the end where it's just cleanup crew, just one after the other.
Oh,
Okay, I gotta hop off, y'all.
Okay, Dallan, you take care, buddy. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.
can I keep running to the body? That's my initial action of like put my hand on his cheek, her cheek, their cheek.
I'm gonna case the joint and check for anybody alive in the tents and stuff.
Sure. So under normal circumstances, I'd say that.
Oh, Rob. Finals, last match.
Yeah, I can't really pay attention to that right now, Mesh. That's completely irrelevant. What I can tell you is that as you get to the bodies, there's not much of a face left. These things have been eaten. As disgusting as that sounds, it's as revolting as it can be. This is the worst timeline for these people. Breker, what was your perception or survival? What did you roll and what did you get?
19.
Did you perception? Okay. It's very hard to see out here because it's like night. Clear skies, but all you can hear is the wind. And you see the drifting snow, and that's maybe it. Once these buzzards have gone, it's like there's no sound left besides your own. Sorry, that was loud. What you do hear after a few moments is actually need to block my camera for this. Just a moment. Oh, that's not going to work. Colorful. That's ruining my mood. Good enough.
You've thrown off our groove.
This is what you hear.
Nothing.
Someone crying.
Might be sniffing.
Crying.
That's crying.
Who's the one that heard that?
Breker.
Okay.
Can we track that down?
You hear it somewhere from the central tents that you guys are near now. This would have definitely been inaudible to you guys if
I've
you
been
were...
chasing the area with detect thoughts, Rob, so I should maybe pick it up.
I think between your perception score and Mesh's detect thoughts, you can kind of find a presence somewhere near the south in the gray tent.
Breker would call out, there's someone still alive somewhere over
This
there.
tent here.
That area.
Sorry, it's more of a rust brown, not a gray. Gray's the north one. That's the tent you can see.
I'm just gonna wait outside the tent for you to come. And probably sheathe my weapon.
Breker would go into the tent and look for someone. Unless someone else wants to join as well.
I'll come with you.
I'll join too.
I'll join.
Okay. Just 1 second, I gotta grab a couple things here.
I want to be prepared, though, because as far as I know, there's no good creatures living here, so I'm very cautious.
Weird. That's not gonna let me do that, huh? Okay. I don't remember if these sheets show
Sorry, I just saw lightning outside. Yeah, there's been thunder.
I'm just trying to find this handout. Just give me a sec. Oh, I can search these. I keep forgetting about this. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, great. Wonderful. As you guys are in this dreamscape looking thing that seems like it's a vision, but it's really not. It's like reality, and you have these really weird, like, frosty snowflakes above your head yet again. There seems to be a nomad in this tent. And they are cowering in a corner behind what seems to be an overturned cot to hide and sobbing. You can't quite make out what is over there. There's what looks to be a white and icy blue hood as the person seems to be hunched over and hiding.
Hello.
Huh?
Immediately gets flattened underneath the...
We mean you no harm. We came across this. We killed the giant vultures.
Made sure of that.
We're coming to help. May we approach?
You don't get a response right now.
I guess I'll start moving in slowly.
What's everyone else doing?
I went to the tent, but I'm letting this happen.
Give me a second. Let me just check. I take one ration out of my bag. Hinted to the Devii.
Okay, thank
Sorry,
you.
yeah.
Approaching slowly, looking on the ground, making sure there's no traps or anything that's gonna like mess me up, and
This
then
whole place looks tossed.
slowly going towards them with the food.
Breker, Cal, anything for you two?
Nah.
If Devii were like going straight ahead, Breker would be kind of going around the side a little bit, flanking, but trying to like still maintain some form of distance so that we're not just like gonna like, it's as if we're attacking them, but it's mostly like we're not entirely sure what's there. It's precaution.
Right.
Okay.
So as unthreatening as possible, I'm flanking.
Okay. And Devii, are you just saying may we approach and walking forward?
Yeah, may we approach? I'm a medic. We're here to help.
The person that you're approaching just stops trying to hide and kind of just goes into the fetal position on the ground and is uncontrollably sobbing.
This person better not randomly jump up and cast giant AoE spell on me while I'm trying to comfort them.
You'll
Looks
also
over at
notice
Vanvalor.
that the person seems to have a very, very young face and dark skin and brown hair with icy blue eyes. And
eyes like mine.
They are wearing surprisingly light clothes. Think of these more like ice themed clothing, but very thin, and no shoes, bare feet. And it's kind of like a light poncho for the summertime, honestly.
Are they showing signs of being affected by the cold?
Doesn't even seem like it's bothering them, like,
okay,
at all. And at the same time, the emotional state of this person is just the worst. And you are coming upon them, and they just seem unresponsive.
If they'll let me, I'll come up to them and place a hand on them. Assess if I need to do cure wounds or just physically treating wounds.
So what I'll allow here is either... Well, what are you trying to do is probably the best way of asking instead of forcing
Well,
you
the first
into a
thing I'll
venue.
do is kind of go up there, take my pack off and be like, I'm just talking to them. I'm a medic. I'm touching you here and just making sure that you're okay. I'm basically walking through what the process of what I'm doing. I would like to check to see if I can medically help them before I extend any spell slots.
Okay, then you need to make a medicine check first.
Okay. This usually goes great.
I'm probably just getting fear and terror from the feelings, Rob.
The medic to the rescue again.
I'll get to you in a second, Mesh.
Medicine. 8 plus 8 is 16.
There's no visible injuries. There's no visible injuries on this person.
Okay.
Is it you said it's a young woman, not like a child?
It looks like it is a boy who is very young. Maybe,
boy, what is your name?
Boy.
Maybe not even in grade school yet. Like, or maybe they're like midway through like elementary school type age, somewhere around there, between like first grade and sixth grade. You're not quite sure, but they're relatively tall for their age.
Boys stand tall.
Breker again. It's almost like you're not even there. And going back to Devii, the visible injuries are none. When you make a medicine check, you are just like, this person has something going on with them, but it's not physical. And Mesh, when you peer into the mind of this person, you just get confusion and grief and fear, and it's like, I think you experience so much mental exhaustion that you have to pull out. Like, it is the worst possible scenario type thing that you can devise in your mind, and then it just, like, it happened, and it's happening constantly over and over and over and over and over and over, and you're just like, I can't be in this scape. Like, this is not a toxic environment, but it's like eating you from the inside, and feels like even just reading thoughts, you can almost experience the emotion of it as a void has like opened up in your heart, and you just can't find a way out.
Okay, I'm gonna have Blackie kind of go up on Devi's shoulders, twirl around her neck a little bit to show off, and then slowly creep up on the kid and see if he interacts with him.
Creep.
He doesn't even feel like it registered that it's even there. He's just kind of holding his knees to his chest and like eyes wide and then closed and then crying and sobbing just uncontrollably, just ugly crying.
I'll just like be rubbing his back, just sitting there.
You know what? Can I just embrace him? Yeah. I'm just gonna walk past. Just give him a hug. Just sit next to him and hug him and just hold him tight. I don't say a word. I just do this for a while. Let him know he's not alone. There's people. It's warm.
Does he seem like a ice giant lineage or something like that, since the cold's not affecting him and he seems kind of tall?
What language do you speak?
Me, no. I don't speak anything, but I might ask Vanvalor.
I think he would know. It doesn't look anything like a giant.
Okay.
Like a little more, maybe more human than anything.
More human. Okay.
I'm gonna do this because of how Devi's working with this, and there was a condition that was met. I'm gonna give you advantage on this roll from what Goldy has done.
Okay. What am I rolling to see what
you
the
need
person
to roll
is?
a very high persuasion for this.
Advantage. Oh, persuasion?
Yes.
What are we persuading?
This is just the best, like, positive social skill that I have
Oh,
on
okay.
skills to work with.
27.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as someone that has been embraced and stricken with grief. Devii, there's maybe some tinge of words of just saying something along the lines of, maybe you catch yourself saying it's going to be okay, like most people do, trying to comfort, and then maybe saying it a couple more times, and you're like, you know what? No, this is not okay. This is the Frost Maiden. She does this. You know what I mean? Like, you say something maybe a little bit short-sighted in your anger that maybe snaps them out of it.
Wait, you're talking to... I'm not angry.
No,
Wait,
no. I'm just saying, like, maybe you're rehashing some of the things.
Oh, yeah, because I'm just like... Because, like, I was rubbing their back, and then Goldy came up and hugged them, so I was just like, we're here. We're going to take care of you. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just... Yeah.
So I don't know what it is that snaps them out of it, but there's some kind of tide of grief that just washes back a bit. And they dry their tears and...
Hey.
sit. But their eyes are just bloodshot and empty.
I don't really want to ask them what happened yet.
Devii. The food.
Oh yeah, if they're... I mean, I feel like kind of uncomfortable giving somebody who's grieving food at the moment. But I'll just be like,
Might have been through a lot, but it's
You-
a start.
you hungry?
Gonna spend a bit of time casting detect magic, so 10 minutes.
Sure.
Why no one of us asked, but what's your name?
I'm Eric's.
Mirix.
No, Eric's.
Eric's. Nice to meet you. I'm Devii. This is Goldy.
Hi.
Breker. Chalcedony. Mesh. Dallan. You don't have to remember our names.
Okay.
How old are you?
Nine.
9.
Yeah.
It's a fun age. Are you cold?
No.
No? Okay. Are you okay to stay here? Do you want to go anywhere?
I don't know.
It's okay. You don't have to make that decision now. We're here. We're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Don't feel like you have to talk. If you're hungry, we have food. Are you thirsty?
Little.
I'll make some tea for you. And she'll start making tea. And that'll give other people an opportunity to interact if you'd like.
Mesh, by the time this happens, the magic goes off and then there's nothing magical in the area. Besides the beacons above your guys' heads. But you already knew that. But yeah, he's wearing like a light wool poncho. But the extreme weather is just like he's just seems to be completely immune to it in whatever way it happens. I will say that as Mesh is looking around for magic, he's going to be seeing a lot of pieces with Van, and that would be indicating that this is the chieftain's tent. So, like, this would be the leader's tent in the area.
Who have we not... Wolf? Have we not seen Wolf yet?
Who's Wolf?
We've seen Deer, Bear, yeah, Wolf.
Eric's, what tribe is this?
A wolf?
He is on, like, a turned-over bed that looks to be tossed upside down, and he reaches underneath the bed and pulls out a full dire wolf, like wolf skin pelt. Just kind of drapes it and points. One.
While they're dealing with this, I'll take a walk around the area, also check anything while I have to take magics on.
You lived here, didn't you?
Kinda. Travel a lot.
Do you know if there were any people on patrol or who were out of the village or who might also have been able to survive this?
You can see him really struggling. I was told to go and hide. And then Mom and Dad ran outside. And the people that Mom and Dad said were the bad people came. And I didn't no one was talking anymore, and there was really big birds outside, and I was afraid. And I don't want to know what happened.
You didn't see the bad people?
Only a little from underneath the bed. They almost found me a couple times, but I kept moving.
That's good. You did good. What did you see then?
Kronenstrom.
Can you say it again, Rob?
Kronenstrom.
Is that a person's name?
What does that mean?
He looks livid all of a sudden. Just absolute wrath in his face.
Kid? You right there?
Isar Kronenstrom. He did this. His tribe came here.
What tribe is that?
I look at Dallan.
We're all the wolf tribe, but he... Dallan will actually... I'll say that... Not Dallan, sorry. Vanvalor will tell you that he met with someone from the wolf tribe that left the tribe and went to...
I remember this.
The areas, and to save this, because I don't want to recount everything, but Eric's will basically tell you that his last name is Vokototh, or Vokototh, I don't know how to spell it, and I'll show you a picture of him now. And that's him, and he doesn't have that beast with him yet, so that's just a picture of showing how small he is, really. But he'll tell you that Isar Kronenstrom's kind of camp was having disputes. His parents were the good people that were trying to basically not mutiny, but like run away from him. They were afraid. And so this is a very small encampment. And there wasn't very many warriors here, but they're a wolf tribe, so everyone's sort of a warrior and a trapper. And he keeps referring to him as the Wolf King. He says the Wolf King came
Corn
here
and Storm.
Yeah, Kronenstrom. And he says that Kronenstrom sent out his workers to, or his tribesmen to finish the job because they were. You guys will piece this together better than I can, like, roleplay. So, you basically will piece together that there's a shortage of food, like everyone else's tribe, and survival of the fittest. And the king was basically just slaughtering people to cannibalize them and sometimes just sacrifice them to not the Ice Maiden, but to someone else. And Eric's can't even tell you what that is, but he's like, people started howling at night and people started becoming scary. And he said that, like, the Wolf King might be a real wolf, but he doesn't know. That's basically what I'll tell you. And Mesh, what did you say you were doing? Sorry.
I was casing around with detect magic on.
In just this tent?
No, outside. All the tents.
Okay, give me a perception check then, or an investigation, and tell me which one you use. If not both. Perception will probably get you to go where you need to go, and investigation will find what you might need to find in that place.
Um, 13 on perception and 25 on investigation.
Everything kind of looks the same to you. But fart knockers. I lost that. 1 second. I had all this information pulled up and then it just switched away. Okay. You will see a bunch of tents that look about the same to you, and your magic doesn't seem to be helping you at all. And then you just start searching, and you find, like, things that would corroborate Eric's story without being in the present when he's telling this. You're going to be finding, like, the people that are dead are cut. Like, these are not birds that did this damage. These are some other creature that has very large claws. Some of them have arrows in them. Others of them have, looks to be axe wounds. Some of them might have like a farming or a trapper, like, skinning knife just, like, sticking out of, like, an odd place. But the weird thing to you is that people that fight, like rogues in particular, would be able to know, like, where's a good place. These are just, like, without any care. It's just like, this is just primal how these things seem to be in place. It's almost like if the knife was, like, in this just odd place that it would just never be. If someone was attacked, like, no one ever attacks there. It's like, how does this happen? And then others of them look partially eaten. And it definitely was not made by what a bird could do. Like, we're talking, like, severed limbs and everything. Sorry.
Box spell.
Boxes attacked me. We have too many boxes that we need to get rid of. Sorry.
Rob, is there a full moon?
Make a perception check.
Oh, God.
Also, side note, it's lightning and thundering outside. I don't know if you can hear it.
It's a 22 perception.
I mean, it's a low DC to look at the moon, huh?
I guess the check would be, was there a full moon a few hours ago when this attack was occurring?
I mean, it's always night, so let's see here.
But is there always a moon?
How
I
many
am
moons
gonna
do we even have?
say that it is. Yeah, because you guys had the new moon when the sacrifices were done for the first time. And there's been enough time in the calendar to elapse for it to be full moon now. Yeah.
Can you hear the rain?
It's so loud, Cari.
I think we actually can.
Wow, that's a doozy of a storm. It was so humid, it felt like I was swimming today walking outside. But yeah, it's a full moon, and Mesh, as you kind of give up on searching for much else and start walking back, you kind of notice that the moon is bright as well. And you walk back to the tent, and you see Breker is actually at the tent looking at the moon too.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Boy says people turning into dogs. Full moon.
Yeah. The wounds on these guys don't make sense on a human body.
As Eric finishes his story and Mesh says something outside the tent, you guys are probably maybe turning to go into the tent. You can just hear in the background a howl.
Eric's that hiding spot. Just go back into it.
You see Eric's face stricken with fear. And he says, hide. And that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
Yes. God, at some point that
I hide when you can fight!
I know. They killed everyone here. I mean, the vultures didn't kill everyone here, but these things did.
Did you guys have fun?
We're strong, right? Yes, of course.
Hell
That was
yeah.
good.
Absolutely.
A good return to form.
Boy, run. No. Oh.
glad I'm back to most of my senses. Yes, most of my senses.
I have to say that I never thought the next time we would play D&D, I would be playing somebody that's gone through something very similar so soon. But I will say that thank you guys for watching the VOD. I really appreciate you guys, and we will change. Oh, we lost Jodie. I didn't even notice.
She said she was getting really tired. She let us know in chat.
Okay, I noticed that the overlay was weird, but I was like, what happened? But yeah, there you go. We also went a little overtime today, so I think we're gonna go ahead and call it here. Cat.
Yeah.
Kitty! It's a cat! Hello!
What up?
I get distracted by cats very easily.
Oh, it's so cute!
Also, Cari, the persuasion check was basically, it was set because the game says the only way to get Eric's out of this stupor is to cast Calm Emotions. It is the only way.
Oh, okay.
And I know that none of you have that spell prepped.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have it prepped. I have it. I don't have
And
it
the other thing is that I read this thing and they're like, just make him do a persuasion check instead. I was like, oh, okay, that works. So I made like I was like, because I've gone through this, I was like, I know what I would need if I was going through this. And so I need like I had a preset thing where I was like, there needs to be at least 2 things that take place, but 2 characters have to do it. Not 1 character can do it. And then I'll let somebody roll with advantage. So that was kind of the prereq, but I don't know what I was going to do if you failed that check. I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, please succeed.
I'm glad that you gave me a advantage though, because I rolled a 1 and then a 19.
Wow.
That's a spread.
Yeah.
It's almost a 20. Almost like the reverse.
Kitty. Kitty. So cute.
He looks a lot like Nox. Is it a main Coon too?
Yeah.
No, we're still live. I need to like say thank you to everyone and get out of here. This is
and I need to start getting ready for bed.
This is new to me. Okay, so I'm a new streamer, Smile. Just kidding. Thank you, Dios and Cyclopsical. That's a very funny name. And WMXRZ, as well as Deadping and Dios and Ghost Spider Gwen. Thank you all for hanging out for a bit. And Dallan subbing for 25 months today. Very cool.
Yeah.
Dallan played Vanvalor for you. We had Jodie playing Chalcedony the Fighter Satyr. And I'm glad that Dallan could do something, the thing that I was planning for him today before he left.
Yeah.
Well, normally this is not the norm for everyone to kind of like dip in and dip out. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I was the Dungeon Master for you today. Our Shadow Guy, Bard Cleric Devii, was played by my lovely wife, Cari. Breker, the ASMR Vengeance. Or rather, the missionary paladin of cats.
The fluffy kitty.
Is Breker. Thank you for Lord Chef Mage for playing that. And then we have Meshadieme playing himself. And also subbing for 12 months. Enjoy the new badge, Mesh. With Prime. He's playing a doppelganger rogue, and Chalcedony, or sorry, Goldy played our human barbarian of the totems. Totem-tams. If you're from Australia. Totem-tam barbarian.
Tam-tams are great.
Thank you guys for watching. Welcome back to the Frozen North, and we'll see if the test of blah-blah-blah-ration is passable for this group.
You said it already. The cat's out, literally.
You guys said the preservation twice, so I'm just going off what you said.
Preservation.
Preservation.
The werewolves are out, though. Not the cat.
Bye, chat.
See you
next time.